All right, this is episode 3, but if you counted the 4 other releases of the last video because of audio issues, trying some different setups. So I've got a new camera set up tonight. Same mic issue, or same mic, but it was more of a editing problem that I did last time. So hopefully we're gonna try some different things out, and yeah, so I'm gonna do a review. I'm just gonna go ahead and edit it together, put it out there, and see which ones look better, sound better. So yeah, any comment on comparison to the other videos would be great. I'm just trying to get better. So put out quality products, and maybe make it a little bit easier on myself. So tonight, it is nighttime here in the Eastern Standard Time. I know the rest of you California guys are just now probably sitting down for dinner. So, but just had dinner and getting ready to watch some basketball. That's what we do in Kentucky, even though I'm a Duke fan, which doesn't go over very well. But tonight we have the Arturo Fuente Maduro Chateau Fuente 4.5 by 50. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if we get oh yeah, this band looks beautiful compared to my other shots. So cap and foot, green band of a foot. Remove that before lighting it. Anyways, so this cigar, just an update on the construction of it. It is a Connecticut broadleaf for the wrapper, and then Dominican Republic filler and binder on that. So we'll go ahead and get started on it. It is a shorter cigar. Yeah, I might split it into halves. We'll see how it goes, but we'll go from there. We'll get it cut, lit, and get all these wrappers off of there. Everything seems to be fairly loose. Cedar sleeve. I keep looking at my monitor over there. So, all right. The wrapper seems to be a little. Oh, it's just gorgeous brown. That is fantastic. I'm learning, guys. Anyways, yeah, a little toothy. It's fantastic texture. I'm super excited about this, even though it's a shorter smoke. We'll get it centered eventually. Thank goodness I can edit. Once again, I've got the exhaust system on, so I'm sure you're going to hear that in the background. I do taste a little bit of cocoa on that. I did eat a little bit before I came down here. So, and wrapped it up with some dessert, so there was some chocolate on the dessert, so I did rinse my mouth out, but we'll see how this goes. A little peppery, some leather, and the cocoa. Spice is there. I felt it on a little bit of the retro. Yeah, spice isn't bad. Smooth. I'm a Fuente fan. I just like their flavors. I do have a couple of Opus X, and I don't know which brand or model they are. They just came in some sampler packs, but they've been resting a little bit. Definitely haven't dove into those yet. Kind of trying to dial in my palate a little bit more so I can enjoy those fully. But I've had the Grand Reservas 858s. That's one of my favorite smokes. Between the Lines, the Hemingway series, and just short stories. Those are some of my favorite smokes. Not long smokes, but I do enjoy it. But this one's burning perfect right now. Perfect burn. So probably try to smoke it down maybe halfway, maybe to the bottom of the band, maybe a little bit before the band, and then give tasting profile, and then finish it up after remove the band. So smoke has been really smooth, chocolatey. The chocolate has come back a little bit. Brush myself off a little bit. I have tasted a little bit of a wood tone in there. I don't know the difference between cedar and oak. I would imagine that cedar would be a little bit more of a bright flavor. Just from what I think about when I'm working with the different species of wood, oak seems to be a little bit more mellow of a, smell to it, harder kind of wood. But the cedar seems to be, when you're working with cedar and you get shavings and stuff like that, that seems to be a little bit more, possibly just a sweeter, lighter smell. But the wood tone on this, definitely, I would have to lean towards oak. But that's just my rookie knowledge at this point. So let's see if I can slide this band off. The band was actually, everything's been fairly smooth, so, or loose, so everything's kind of slipped off nicely. Basically, the spice that I'm picking up is pretty much non-existent. The retrohale nasal cavity is super smooth. Barely don't even have any stinging in my nostrils, so it's kind of nice. Some kind of I don't know if it's the oak along with some kind of earth taste to it as well. Yeah, just a slight earthy taste. It might be a little sweet on that, but it might be the cocoa mixing up with the earthy, and there's kind of like that musty oak kind of yeah, that kind of musty oak kind of a taste to it. I kind of think of Johnny OCD's description of antique furniture. It's kind of got that when you walk into one of those stores, like that musty, it's not heavy, but that musty smell, taste to it. So, but so far so good. We'll keep going, and we'll finish smoking. We'll wrap it up. I'll rank it, and then we'll go from there. So, been a nice quiet night in the office / lounge, and watching some basketball as a film, and so yeah, it's been enjoyable, I hope. Oak and cocoa. Yeah, oak and cocoa is what I'm picking up. There may be some other tastes underneath there that I'm just not noticing at this point, but some of you guys could pick out like undertones and stuff like that. I'm just trying to pick out just main flavors at this point, so hopefully I'll be able to dial in the more I smoke, and the more I watch the good guys on YouTube that have some fantastic palettes. So yeah, we'll get back to it. All right, welcome back. Gonna go ahead and rate this cigar, the Arturo Fuente Chateau Fuente. So that sounded very French, doesn't it? Anyways, so I'm going to give this one a double. I really didn't get to enjoy it fully. We did have a little bit of a family emergency. My daughter was out spending the night with somebody, so we had to bust out and go pick her up. She wasn't feeling all that well, and so actually filming this the next day to finish up the ranking for the cigar. So just wanted to be open and honest with you guys that it wasn't a full-fledged smoke all the way through to the very end, but I did have to cut it and go pick her up to finish this filming up. I had to put my clothes back on, my hat back on. Hopefully, I didn't even shave this morning, so hopefully there's not really a continuity issue. I might cut all this out if there's not any big deal with that. The only issue that I can think of that might change is that there's no hum from the exhaust fan. Just thought about that. So anyways, yes, so we're gonna go with a double for this cigar. It was really, really good. Like I said, Fuentes are some of my favorites so far. They're kind of like my go-to stick when I'm looking for something that I'm familiar with. But that's why this exercise, I keep doing this exercise to broaden my horizons, find out other things that I enjoy. So yes, there may have been a little bit of a continuity issue. You'll notice that I think during the second, third, I was watching the video this morning, that there was some flashing of lights, and I had left the basketball game on, which, you know, I'm a huge sports fan, so that's probably not going to be the last time that happens, but I'll try to do a better job of having issues going on, because I think one of the guitars was actually showing a pretty good reflection of the TV on what I was watching, so it was pretty good. It was, but if you don't mind the flashing lights in the background, added a little bit different ambiance to the background. So I just noticed the light was flickering a little bit. So once again, I'm not a perfectionist. They will get better, but yeah, there was a bunch of stuff going on. You know, I was down in my office, I was relaxing, Duke was playing basketball, and yeah, it just and I was enjoying the cigar. So I just wanted to get, that's my life, you know, that's besides my family, those are some things that I really, really enjoy, things that slow me down. So we've got church, my faith, my family, and then sports and work a little bit. I do enjoy work, some of the arts of my work. So, but yeah, so, and this is starting to become something I enjoy and something I look forward to. I actually don't even mind the editing until I have issues and people are just like, hey man, you really jacked some things up. But no, everybody's been super helpful. Yeah, just a short story. Last week when I did have some issues with that last video, the community came out and they were just like, hey, you need to look at this, you need to check your sound, you need to do, and nobody was overly offensive and everybody was concerned about not stepping over the line to like, yeah, they were just super sensitive about how they presented their arguments on, hey moron, you need to go check your video. So it was appreciated, and you're not gonna offend me. Yeah, I can take it. I'm a grown man, so, but I do appreciate the sensitivity and people looking out for one another in the community and making sure you're putting out content that A, won't be flagged, B, that will attract other people to the community. So I'm aware of that, and I appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode. So just remember, slow down, enjoy your smokes, because life is short.